All right, let's turn up the heat and dive deep into the royal drama. Because, honey, this situation between Harry, William, and Meghan is about to explode. And I mean sizzling, high-stakes drama.
That Peter Phillips, who's the son of Princess Anne, who's one of my favourite royals, he does the right thing, he knows how to approach the royal family, and he understands his position in the royal hierarchy. Notably, he doesn't speak to Harry. No checking with Harry, because who cares what Harry thinks? He's living in Montecito, he's a traitor to the family.
Picture this. The once inseparable royal brothers, the golden boys of the monarchy, are going to be thrown together again at Peter Phillips' wedding. Now, Peter's a good guy, right? He's the son of Princess Anne, and he's been keeping it classy and low-key, living his life privately, something Harry and Meghan could really learn a thing or two about. But here's the problem. This wedding is not going to be the heartwarming family reunion that we all wish it could be. Oh no, this is going to be an explosive showdown. Let's talk about Harry, once the golden child, full of charm and mischief, adored by the public. Now, he's the royal family's worst nightmare. Harry didn't just leave the monarchy, he betrayed them in the most humiliating way possible, starting with that Oprah interview where he and Meghan slandered the entire family, accusing them of racism and playing the ultimate victim. And let's not forget Meghan Markle, the woman who turned Harry against his own blood, poisoned his mind, and made him doubt everything he once stood for. It's Meghan's world, and Harry's just her puppet. Now, here they are, living in California, crying about their terrible, privileged life, while the world watches, shaking its head at their hypocrisy.
She said these awkward decisions are made slightly easier by the fact that Harry lives so far away with no prospect of ever moving back to the UK. And that's not the ideal way to carry out any godparent duties.
But the kicker here is this wedding. This is the ultimate royal reunion. Harry and William are being forced into the same space at Peter Phillips' wedding, and you just know it's going to be cringeworthy. There is so much tension between these two brothers now. It's like a bomb just waiting to go off. Let's be real. Harry is walking into that wedding with a chip on his shoulder, ready to throw shade and stir up drama. You know he's thinking about all the nasty things he said about his family, and probably feeling that sense of desperation. I can't let William look better than me. You can practically hear him thinking. He'll want to show up, play the part, and prove to everyone that he's still important, despite the disaster that his life has become. And don't even get me started on Meghan Markle, because, we're going there. You know she's gonna try to show up and make some kind of statement. Maybe she'll wear something too revealing. Maybe she'll smirk and act all cool like she's untouchable. She's gonna strut around acting like she's the queen of Montecito, like she's above it all. And let's be real, she's gonna act like she's the one calling the shots. She's not going to be charmed by the royal family anymore. But honestly, the fact that she's even showing up is laughable. It's clear she never wanted to fit in with the royals. She just wanted to use Harry's title, bask in the attention, and then cry, "Poor me," when the press doesn't worship her like she thought they would.
The Oprah interview was March 2021, when Harry accused the royal family of being RACIST. And so William, days after that wicked interview, on his way into church of all places, said he was asked by a journalist, are the royal family racist?
But the real question is, does Harry even want to reconcile with William? Does he actually care about fixing this rift? Or is this just him trying to salvage whatever's left of his crumbling reputation? Harry knows he's been ostracized from the royal family. He's been cut off, shunned, and publicly humiliated. He wants to make his grand return, but let's be real, there's no coming back from this. He can show up at this wedding all he wants, but he knows, deep down, that the royal family will never see him the same way again.
I mean, he could use this wedding reunion to fire Prince Harry. That's what he could do. William could use Peter Phillips's wedding, the son of Princess Anne, to fire Prince Harry. That would be powerful.
And let's talk about William. You think William is going to forget about the backstabbing, the public slander, and the nasty comments that Harry and Meghan have made about his wife Kate? Absolutely not. He's going to be icy cold, stone-faced, and completely unwilling to let his guard down. William knows his family deserves better than this, and he knows Harry can't be trusted. I mean, Harry's attacked Kate in public. He's smeared her name with lies and accusations. How do you come back from that? You don't. Now, there's a chance, just maybe, that this wedding could be the moment when Harry gets down on his knees and finally admits how badly he messed up. But don't hold your breath, folks. Harry's ego is huge. Apologizing to William? Admitting he was wrong about Meghan? No way. He's too far gone at this point. And even if he did apologize, would it even matter? Could William forgive him for all the chaos Harry has caused? The damage Harry has done to the monarchy? I mean, we're talking about years of public humiliation, scandal, and betrayal. Harry raced to deny it. Denied it harder than Meghan denied ever Googling the royal family. And yet, radio silence when his ghostwriter buddy named King Charles and Kate Middleton as the royal racists. Curious, no? Oh, the selective outrage. Something is off, and I smell more than just Montecito rosé. Let's rewind to sunnier times, shall we? Remember when Harry was the cheeky, beloved bad boy of the royal family? The Vegas strip down, the Invictus Games, that ginger charm we all loved? The royal wild card, but still loyal to the crown. Meghan was the fresh, glamorous addition, a Hallmark actress turned duchess, the fairy tale the world wanted. Together, they were Sussex 2.0, bold, beautiful, branding gold. But like all glossy love stories, the gloss was just a filter. It started subtle. Odd public spats, cold stares at royal engagements, that chilling Oprah interview, whispers of staff crying in the halls, and let's not forget Spare, the literary therapy session that should have come with a therapist's note and a confidentiality waiver. Then came Omid Scobie, Meghan's ghost whisperer/cheerleader, his royal revelations suspiciously close to Markle messaging. And while Scobie all but doxed the so-called royal racists, did Harry say a word? Not one peep. But one page about a family punch-up, and suddenly it's DEFCON 1, official statements, threats of legal action, and that never happened vibes. One might say, if you scream only sometimes, it shows where you want the silence.
But yet, Harry, who has made through Meghan horrendous allegations against his family, he's perfectly fine with those staying out there. He didn't respond at all.
Let's talk about the career car crash that is everything since Netflix signed them. Spotify dropped them faster than you can say archetypes. Their podcast? Canceled. Their scripted content? Delayed, dumped, or quietly buried. Their as-ever lifestyle brand? As never. As nothing. As confusing AF. And that wine drop? Girl, no. We've seen more coherence in Kylie Jenner's skincare routine. Meghan's branding is now just a Pinterest board of beige fonts and foot shots. Literal feet in wine ads. She went from royal receptions to toe-tagged influencer content. And Harry, he's paddling into the Pacific with TMZ following staged, candid pics of family beach days, captioned like it was written by ChatGPT on a sugar high. Let's be honest, the only buzz they're generating lately is from rosé with a side of PR spin.
I've got to say as well, when it comes to those pictures, what's truly surprising is that for the couple who used to hang all over each other in public forums, they're not doing any of that there.
But wait, not all hope is lost. Insiders say Meghan's been dialing up her contacts. We're talking A-listers, billionaires, and rumor has it, a few LA moms who really run the town. The new strategy? Less royal, more goop. Less Buckingham, more Brentwood. And Harry, desperately seeking relevance. He wants in again, back in with the firm. Peace talks, olive branches, and palace groveling. Not for love, no, for brand survival. Because without royal access, what's left? Just another faded celeb in Malibu who once got a $100 million Netflix deal and still couldn't deliver. It's not reinvention, it's resurrection, and it's getting awkward. Public sentiment? Oh, it's shifted. The fans are jaded, the memes are biting, and the press? They've stopped asking, is Meghan okay, and started wondering, who's next? Her friend count is dwindling faster than her Spotify ranking. Even former allies in the media have gone quiet. No more A-list gushing, no more trailblazing couple headlines. When the Hollywood Reporter starts questioning your inner circle, it's not gossip, it's a signal. Meghan's once pristine narrative is showing wear and tear, and people are catching on. Public sentiment? Brutal. Twitter is a battlefield of Meghan memes, Harry hashtags, and headlines like, "Where did it all go wrong?" Former fans are now disillusioned. Former friends, silent. Even Hollywood's elite, the Obamas, Clooneys, Oprah, have tiptoed away like party guests realizing they've overstayed. Brand Sussex is suffering from fatigue, confusion, and, dare I say, overexposure. They're no longer the rebels. They're just that couple, the ones who promised authenticity but delivered beach pap walks and foot-forward wine drops. The Crown didn't exile them, they exiled themselves. And now they're locked out, knocking with rosé in hand, and no one's opening the door.
A warm domestic series. Critics pointed out that even the estate featured in the show wasn't her actual home. What was meant to be a celebration of simple joys ended up feeling like a stage, one where every move was carefully orchestrated and the audience left outside the velvet rope. The response was swift. Major British outlets including The Guardian, Forbes and The Telegraph labelled the show tone-deaf, vacuous and joyless. Online, the backlash exploded across TikTok and Reddit, with parody clips mocking the overly stylized content and Meghan's soft-voiced narration. Even more damaging were the deeper critiques. Media analyst Leslie Gray Streeter argued that the intense pushback wasn't just about editing or aesthetics. It revealed societal discomfort with Meghan as a wealthy black woman living a soft life. For some, her calm domestic world clashed too deeply with their expectations of humility or restraint. Meanwhile, royal biographer Angela Levin accused the show of borrowing heavily from earlier lifestyle formats, including comparisons to a 2000 show by Pamela Anderson, and called Meghan's presentation disingenuous. She even noted that Meghan has admitted not enjoying actual cooking, but prefers arranging. Through it all, the show seemed to lack humour, vulnerability, or genuine engagement. Critics felt it was less about living well and more about being seen living well. And in the world of streaming content, image alone rarely sustains a loyal audience. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Meghan and Prince Harry have pursued independence through high-profile media deals. The couple signed a reported $100 million agreement with Netflix in 2020 and launched multiple projects, from documentaries to podcasts. But the results have been mixed. Their Spotify deal was quietly dropped in 2023. And now, despite With Love, Meghan being renewed for a second season, inside sources say Netflix executives are re-evaluating the show's direction due to poor audience retention and damaging press. While Meghan continues to build her brand around authenticity, wellness, and empowerment, the growing disconnect between her presentation and public perception may be undermining that strategy. The image of a hands-on mother making rainbow crudity clashes with doubts about scripted scenes and borrowed homes. It's not just about content, it's about credibility. And that's where Meghan's greatest challenge may now lie. With Love, Meghan set out to redefine Meghan Markle's public narrative. But instead of warmth, it sparked a cold wave of criticism. Behind the floral centerpieces and folded linens lies a deeper story, one of image, expectation, and disconnect. As season 2 looms uncertain, the question remains: can Meghan reclaim the audience's trust, or has her lifestyle empire already cracked at the foundation?